RNG update in Pet Sim 99 just dropped, and you're probably wondering how you can get the best pets. The best pet, of course, being the brand new free-to-play Titanic. This is the first free-to-play Titanic ever added to Pet Simulator 99, and the game's been out for like 9 months, so this is pretty huge. And there's already been about 3 people in the first hour of the update dropping who got a rainbow shiny version of this Titanic. So while you may think the odds are impossible, I mean, if 3 people get it in the first hour of the update, there's gonna be over 100 rainbow shinies of this Titanic to exist, depending on how long the event lasts, maybe even in the thousands. And so I'm gonna be sharing with you my personal strategies I've been using to get these pets. I've only been playing for an hour. I already have a 1 in 75,000. Obviously, there's gonna be a lot of YouTubers with like 1 in millions, 1 in hundreds of thousands. I do want to let you guys know this event can actually be heavily pay to win. If you go down into the current Forever Pack, you can see there are mega lucky dice, and you can get these from the Forever Pack. So if you drop, you know, tens of thousands of Robux like a lot of these YouTubers do, you're gonna be able to get the huges extremely quick. But luckily, these dice you don't actually have to spend Robux on, but even though you're gonna be taking a little bit more time to get them, it's gonna pay off because they're going to guarantee you can get pets in the 1 in hundreds of thousands, possibly 1 in the millions. And I do want to let you guys know this strategy will primarily only work on PC unless you are able to get some sort of macro creator on mobile. I'm not sure if you can, so this might only be available on PC. If you are on mobile, your strategy is literally just going to go into the merchant as often as you can, buy all of the dice no matter what, and then just save up until you can get either the mega lucky dice, or if you really want to wait and get lucky, save up for the mega lucky dice too. Because as you can see, both of these die affect your next roll by a crazy amount. The first one gives your next roll a 1,000,000% luck boost, and the lucky dice 2 gives you a 10,000,000% luck boost. And even though it's only on 1 roll, as you can see on a clip right now, this is going to be Night Fox using one of these mega lucky dice.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
You ready? Boom. And what is it? What is it?
And you can see it's literally just rolling through 1 in hundreds of thousands. And one thing a lot of people don't talk about is these actually stack. So ideally, you'll be able to use all of the dice at once. And while the lucky dice 2 and the lucky dice 1 might not help you too much, if you're able to get your hands on 1 mega lucky dice and 1 mega lucky dice 2, you're gonna go crazy, because that's gonna be 10 million plus 1 million. That's 11,000,000% luck on 1 roll. You're basically guaranteed at least a huge, and if you're really lucky, a Titanic. All you need to do is download Tiny Task. This is a free application. It's not a virus. It works on everyone's computer. If you're not comfortable downloading it, feel free to look up other macros on the internet. This is the one I'm going to be using, and I'll show you how to download it right now. So all you have to do is go ahead and go into the description and click on the link that I have. It'll take you to this website, tinytask.net. You're going to go ahead and go up to here, click download, and then you're going to do the latest version, but not the with editor. So it should be right below it. Currently, as of today, the latest version is 1.77. You're going to download the exe file, and then wherever you download it, just double click it to open it, and you should have this tiny little taskbar. And so once you have it open, you're going to head on over to the dice merchant. This is going to be the key. So the nice thing about being on PC is you can set up this macro and just keep on buying them, and once you buy them overnight, you're literally going to have thousands of the dice, which you can then transfer into the crafting table to make these mega lucky dice blocks. So first you're going to go into preferences, and then you're going to go down to recording hotkey, and you're going to select whichever one you want. I do not recommend F12 because F12 in Roblox will start screen recording, which you don't want to do. So for the sake of this recording, I'm going to keep it as the default, which is Control Shift Alt R, and then playback is going to be Control Shift Alt P. So all you need to do is go up to the dice merchant where you'll stay stand still, hold Control Shift Alt R to start recording. You can see in the top right, it started recording. I'm gonna stop it and then refresh it just because I wanted to show you guys it was recording. Once it's recording, just go ahead and click each one of these, and even go ahead and click on the Respect Level 5 one, because overnight you'll most likely get enough Respect XP to be able to get Respect Level 5, and you'll want it to buy that option. And then once you have it like that, all you have to do is click play on the macro, and it's just gonna go like this overnight. And you can see it's not clicking anything right now, but in about 4 or 5 minutes, I'm not sure how often the shop refreshes, but whenever the shop refreshes, it will automatically display just like that. As you can see, the shop refreshed, and the macro is gonna go ahead and buy out all of them. So that was actually perfect, so you guys could see the macro in action, and it's just gonna go ahead and do that over and over and over again. Now, one important thing you wanna enable, you might have already tried this and it only played it once. The reason for that is you have to go to preferences and then go ahead and click on continuous playback. Once you hit continuous playback, that means it'll just play forever. If for whatever reason you only want it to play a certain amount of times, you can enter the amount of times in here. For example, if I entered 50, it'll run that loop 50 times and then it'll stop. Continuous playback basically does this, except infinity. And then once you wake up with a bunch of dice, I've done the math for you, and by my calculations, feel free to correct me if I'm wrong in the chat, but you will need 450 normal lucky dice to be able to make one of these mega lucky dice 2s. And as you can see, I've only been running this macro because I've been streaming. I haven't been buying the dice a lot. I already have 55 of these dice in maybe like 15 minutes of using the macro, and 37 lucky dice 2s because I've actually been able to churn the normal lucky dice into 37 of these. Obviously, the hardest part will be these 300,000 RNG coins, but hopefully if you run this overnight, by the time you wake up, you will have enough. Basically, the way RNG coins work is for every pet you roll, you get a certain amount of coins based off the pet's value. The rarer the pet, the more coins you get. And so really, I wouldn't focus on anything here other than these first two if you wanted to go ahead and do some upgrades before you go to sleep. I would personally recommend the RNG Egg Luck and RNG Hatch Speed. These two are helpful, but they're not vital. These two will be the most noticeable upgrades early on. Once you have these maxed out, feel free to upgrade these, but to conserve the coins, I would recommend not upgrading them early on and just upgrading the first two. But yeah, in summary, you'll need 450 normal lucky dice to be able to make one mega lucky dice 2. Ideally, you will use one mega lucky dice 2 and one mega lucky dice on one roll. Make sure to use them at the same time before rolling, because unlike the normal lucky dice where it lasts for 5 minutes, these two only last for one roll. So make sure you use them at the same time and then hit the roll, and you are guaranteed to get something in the one of hundreds of thousands, maybe even one in the millions if you're lucky. Also, one last quick thing, make sure you keep on auto roll during the dice merchant. That way you keep on hatching and you keep on getting those coins while you run the macro just like this. I'm not even touching my keyboard, hands are in the air and the macro's running. You can see I'm hatching pets. Once I run this overnight, I'll literally wake up to hopefully thousands of these dice. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If this video helped you out, let me know down in the comments below. I don't like doing tutorial videos a lot because I feel like they're very generic, but I feel like this information will actually be helpful compared to some of the other information that might be put out there. But yeah, let me know if this video helped you out in the comment section down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video or live stream.